My name's Darlene, and I have Parkinson's. Why don't you all come by for a cup of coffee and we'll have a little chat? It's a gorgeous day outside. It's above zero. It's 10 degrees. Sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. Yesterday was a horrible day, as you all know, when Claudine was trying to see about getting her surgery, and the doctors were just being very ridiculous. Anyway, so we are still waiting. She's waiting to see a surgeon, and she has an appointment at one hospital for this to see a surgeon. It's not a hospital that she would like to go to, but if that's the first one that comes up, she'll take it. But they are at the other hospital asking for a surgeon to take a look at her file. So we'll see what happens with that. But at this point, we don't know. And of course, what happens to Mom? She worries, and when she worries, her medicine doesn't work. So yesterday I spent a whole lot of time just sitting frozen up in my chair. Tried to play a couple games of Yahtzee. My brain was not into it, and Bill trounced me when we were playing. It's just one of those things that when he's thinking and I'm not, I have a bit of a trouble doing it. Let's see, what else can I talk about? Because I have a lot of things going on in my mind. I don't know what all it is, but my brain doesn't seem to shut off. I have really been enjoying doing some crafting. And I've got a new type of crafting coming up, and I don't know how to do it, so it's going to be a real learning experience, but I'm going to try some wood burning. I have purchased from Amazon a little wood burning kit, and Claudine, before she was feeling too bad, she had bought me a piece of wood, and I'm going to try doing some wood burning on it. Now, we all know that it's not going to be very fancy, but it doesn't have to be fancy. It's the fun of doing it. So I'm trying to get that across to people. You don't have to be good at something. You just have to enjoy doing it. And my life is so narrow, and I don't do very much, that when I find something new to do, it really perks me up. My husband would like it if I was able to play cards, but I just can't. Like, I can't hold the cards, even if I had a little card holder in front of me. My brain doesn't think quick enough to get them together, and trying to keep the score, it just doesn't work for me. So, unfortunately, I can't do that. Was I ever proud of him when he went to the casino, though? Because he knew that I was trying desperately hard to make April a very frugal month. I want to be able to get him a scooter. And so we had to try and save $1,000 for this month, because we couldn't dip into the other money that could be for a damage deposit. I couldn't do that. So therefore, I had to save that money, and I wanted to do it all in 1 month and just be done with it. So I said, we're going to have to really be conservative. Well, then this trip to the casino came up. So I said to him, how much do you think you need? And he said, they all had to pay $5 to guarantee their spot on the bus. He said, but if we get on the bus, they give us back our $5. That was just their way of knowing how many people were coming. So I said, well, what do you need to take with you? And he said, could he take $80? And I said, yes, you could. So I gave him $80 to take with him. So he took his $80, he got on the bus, they gave him his $5 back. Lunch was going to be free. They provided a free lunch. So anyway, off they go to the casino, and he comes home. He has $60 still, not that he had won, $60 that he didn't spend out of the 80. So he didn't spend that 60, he kept it. So he spent the 20, he still had the $5 in his wallet that the bus gave him. So he'd spent the 20. Out of the 20, he had won $1.47 worth of change, because he was playing a penny machine. He won $1.47, which he still had in his pocket. And he had gone and said to somebody at the casino, he wanted to know if he could buy a couple of decks of cards, because they've got such nice cards there. She says, oh, you don't need to buy them. She handed him a whole box of cards. I think there's 12 or 15 decks in this box of cards. So he came home with $60 to put back into the budget, $5 in his wallet, and a deck of cards. And he had spent 3.5 hours at the casino having fun, and he's a people watcher. He loves to watch the people and whatnot, and I was really proud that that's what he did. He didn't choose to just gamble it away. I mean, you can spend $80 in a flash in a casino, but anyway, we're not gamblers anymore. You you have to watch your money nowadays, and it was really tough for me to say yes. I know he wanted a scooter, and he's using mine when he can, but when we're both wanting to go somewhere, it would be nice if we could go together, and we can't go together when we only have one scooter. So anyway, that's that. I was proud of him for that. I made a Costco chicken bakes for dinner last night, which is sort of like a stromboli, but they're you put rotisserie chicken and bacon and Caesar salad dressing and whatnot inside the pizza dough that you make, and then you bake it in the oven. And I made 2 of the big loaves, and we cut one in half for last night, and we've still got one whole loaf. So tonight we have that. We'll have it cold tonight. So I don't even have to cook dinner tonight. Claudine's going to come over a little bit later today, so that'll be good. And I know that I've got new people that are here, subscribed and whatnot, so thank you so much for joining us. But what I try to do, just so you know, I try to tell a story now and then. And occasionally I double up on the stories because I've forgotten that I've told them. Well, this one, I know I've told this one. But I thought this was a good story and the new subscribers might get a kick out of it. And it was brought back to my memory when I was watching a video that another channel had. It's Caroline, Canadian Gal. She's a lovely lady and she has a nice channel. You would really enjoy her. But anyway, she had a couple days ago a video on saying driving the Northern Ontario roadway in a big wheel. So they had the camera up and you just got to travel around the road. Well, my husband and I traveled that road many times when we lived in Nova Scotia, because we traveled across Canada and back when we visited our kids. So we traveled that route a lot. So I really enjoyed watching all of the things go by and whatnot, and it brought back all kinds of memories from our trip. One of the memories that it brought back, she showed a rest area, which is between Manitoba and Ontario. And it was that very rest area that this incident happened at. We had to go to the washroom. We always stopped at the rest areas that were tourist information things. So anyway, we went in, and there was a little shop and whatnot for the tourist information. And then there's the washrooms. They're not outhouses. They're kind of in a hallway outside of the shop. And there was a man's washroom, a women's washroom, and a handicap washroom. And I had to go to the washroom badly. So Bill said he didn't have to go that bad. He'd just try to go before he left. So he went into the shop to shop. And I looked at the line, and there was few people in line in the men's. There was probably 20 people in line in the women's, and nobody in line in the handicapped. Now you must understand, now I could legitimately go into the handicapped. I was not handicapped this many years ago. It'd be 15 years ago. I was not handicapped. I couldn't legitimately use it, but I just sort of said to the people in the line, excuse me, I'm sorry, I have to go. And I could see that they weren't happy, but they let me go. So I get into the handicapped washroom. I do what I need to do, and I try to flush the toilet. I push the button, nothing happens. I thought, oh no, I can't flush the toilet. Try it again. Hit the button. Nothing happens. And I thought, now, when I come out of here, somebody else is going to walk in here knowing that I've already done that. And they're going to come in here and go, that woman didn't even flush the toilet, right? So I tried again. Flush the toilet. Nothing happened. And all of a sudden I hear a voice. Yes, can I help you? And I looked around and I said, well, I said, I'm trying to flush the toilet, but I can't seem to do that. And I thought, who is talking to me? And she said, well, try it again. I tried it again. I said, I'm sorry, it didn't happen. And she goes, I thought this is what was happening. She says, you're calling for help. She said, the flusher is on the back of the toilet. The buzzer that you're pushing on the wall says that you need assistance. And I said, oh, I don't need assistance. I just need to flush the toilet. So anyway, I flushed it the correct way. I hung my head sheepishly and went out, found Bill, and I said, I had to go into the shop to find him. And I said to him, don't ask any questions, Bill. I'm not walking around the shop. There's people here. I'll tell you the story later. These people know who I am. I said, we're getting out of here. And he says, I've got to go to the washroom. I said, well, fine, I'll meet you at the car. And off I went to the car, and he gets back in, and he goes, what is wrong with you? And I said, didn't you see everybody turn to look to see what kind of a stupid woman was coming in from the handicapped stall that didn't know how to flush the toilet? He goes, only you, darling, could call for help when in the bathroom. I said, oh my goodness, I couldn't believe it. But anyway, that's my story for today. I know that some of you have already heard that, but I thought it was pretty funny at the time. Anyway, that's my sort of coffee and whatnot. I really do appreciate when you come by on Sunday and have a cup of coffee with me. And I'm going to be preparing my Make It Monday. It's one of my favorite recipes. And just flavor-wise, it's one of my favorite recipes. And I can't wait to do it. And of course, I get to do it tomorrow. Film it for Monday. So I'm going to be enjoying a great dinner tomorrow. And you're going to get to see what it is on Monday. All right. Talk to you all then. See you.